Hey everyone, welcome to Mr. Teach Film Preach, and if you're a film lover like I am, and you learn from films like I do, then you're in the right place. And if you're in the right place, click like down below and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, while you're down there, comment, what did you think of this film, Women Talking? Was this a great film? Were you excited for it? Is this going to be an Academy Award winner? I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments down below, and while you're down there, click like and subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Also, don't forget to hit that bell button to notify you when I release more videos. Today we're talking about the 2023, though it came out technically in 2022, dramatic film, Women Talking. Directed by Sarah Polley, written by Sarah Polley, Miriam, based on her book of the same name. This film was about, in 2010, the women of an ultra-conservative, isolated religious community grapple with reconciling with a brutal truth about the men of their own community, their faith, and ultimately they must make the hard choice.
Do nothing.
Stay and fight.
Leave.
Do nothing, stay and fight, or do they leave? Based on the prize-winning book that came out a few years ago, this is a really great adaptation of this script. Obviously because they had the writer of the book working on the film as well, but Sarah Polley did such a great job of bringing this to the screen, directed the hell out of this movie. It looks great on the big screen. It is gorgeously shot. It is so well written. I think that one of the best parts about this movie is the writing. It feels like a play because it's set in really one location, really for most of the movie one room. And so in that way, it kind of feels like 12 Angry Men. This is just simply the title of the movie is what this movie's about. It is the talking, the decision making that these women are trying to make about their own futures, about their children's lives and futures, and what they're going to do next after these brutal attacks are happening. I have to say the acting is top notch in this film. I'm surprised that these women aren't getting nominated more, but I can understand it too. This is much more of an ensemble piece than it is about one or two people being the main stars with the rest of the supporting cast. This feels like the spotlight is shared by like 3 or 4 of the main women in this movie, like Claire Foy, Rooney Mara, Jessie Buckley, and a few others, and I don't think it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be much more of a communal feeling, a communal film, and which makes sense for where this story takes place. So I think the decision making and the direction that Sarah Polley took this film in was really well executed. This could have been a really cheesy, melodramatic, over-the-top, preachy film, and it's not. It's actually done with a lot of precision, with grace, with understanding and empathy, but also with a sense of strength and hope and bravery, and I thought it all paid off really nicely. As soon as this movie got started, I was invested with all of these characters of the women. You get into their story. Ben Whishaw, who is just awesome, is again, not surprising at all, amazing in this film. Probably one of the most empathetic male actors that we currently have working in the industry, and I thought he was just pitch perfect casting in this role. The person that I questioned the most why they're in this movie was Frances McDormand, like for the fact that she just came off winning her 3rd Oscar a few years ago. It's the same producers as Nomadland who did this film. She won the Oscar for that movie, and she also produced this movie, and maybe that was enough for her because this role is like that big for her. 10 lines in the entire film. She's not the focus. The focus is on this core group of like 8, 9 women having this discussion, having this debate in this barn, looking out over their community and the moral conundrums that come up while having this conversation. Their faith, about their men, about their families, about their place on earth, about God and the struggles that they have because of what's happening with them. I just thought it was really creative and a really powerful, poignant, impactful film. The production in this movie is gorgeous, from the costumes and the setting and location and the cinematography that they capture to the way it moves. The fact that most of this movie is about people talking, it actually moves at a pretty good pace. I wasn't too bored in the theaters this time. Even though it is like an hour and 44 minutes long, there are maybe about 5 or 6 scenes that could have been trimmed. There's just a lot of lingering shots, but that's really not that big of a complaint overall when you're considering this entire film. I thought this is actually one of the better movies of this group of films, like between Tar, She Said, Babylon, The Whale, and I think that just also has to do with how surprised I was how much this story and this film moved me, how much it impacted me. the fact that I've seen Sarah Polley's other films and they're good, but she just took such a major step up with this film. She's such a great writer. She's really honed in on her writing skills, and I think that's all at display here. But besides that, there isn't anything that's too crazy and outgoing about this movie. Like, it's not watching a Spielberg film, and it's not trying to be that. It's a small location, and if you're not okay with a movie that is set in one place, you might struggle with this film at times. Were sometimes how they edited this movie with going back to some of the things that happened to these individuals, I thought was a little choppy and kind of removed me from the brutality and the violence that happens to these women.
Some things should work, but do they?
This is a really well-made film. I'm quite surprised how much I enjoyed it. Overall, really great production, highly recommend. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Women Talking an A-. What did you think of Women Talking? Have you seen this film yet? Have you read the book? I haven't even checked out this book yet. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments down below. And while you're down there, click like and subscribe to my channel for more content. Also, don't forget to hit that bell button to notify you when I release more videos. Thank you so much for checking out Mr. Teach Film Preach. Hope you all had a great time. I know I did. Come back and check out some other videos like Plane, Megan. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay focused, stay awesome, and as always, let's get taught.